Hello and welcome to another episode of Kill the Small Talk, and I'm your host, Alex Caron. On this podcast, I bring in guests from all walks of the entertainment industry, and we get down to the nuts and bolts. On this episode, I'm talking to my friend, Victor Frausto. He's an actor and comedian. Here's the episode. Enjoy. We are on... What is up, mi amigo Victor?
What up? I'm all good here.
How's it going, dude? What you up to?
Where to start? I've been doing good. Busy. I've been doing a couple of projects here and there. Stand up, still doing once a month.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Things been great. In some other personal areas, been a little bit difficult to like pursue my career and all that, like my artistic hunger. But it's been good though. It's the struggle ain't so bad.
I hear you, dude. Hey, man, it's the struggle that builds character and builds the veracity and like, oh, I got to keep going.
True,
it's that.
True.
That's just, I don't know. That's just a hustle culture of LA, like everyone says there is out here.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of which, so you're not originally from LA, right? Or are you?
I wasn't born in LA. I was born in Zacatecas, Mexico, but I was brought to the US when I was like 2 years old.
Okay, yeah. So gotcha.
Yeah. So I grew up in like Northeast LA, Nella, represent. Usually in Highland Park, Eagle Rock area.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's right, dude. That's right. When I was living and working, or when I was actually living in Eagle Rock, I remember I went to go have lunch with my cousin, and I saw you working at that Middle Eastern restaurant, dude.
Yeah. No,
Are you still there?
No. I'm not there no more. Unfortunately, wasn't able to work there anymore due to during the summer because I was doing the Shakespeare Company summer festival, and then it kind of like conflict with the schedule and all that, so I had to like basically step away from there for a bit.
Right.
But yeah, it was a good spot though. I really enjoyed the people there. It was pretty fun.
Well, save that for when I ask you about it because I wanted to travel back in time a little bit. So you grew up in Northeast Los Angeles, Eagle Rock, Highland Park area. Were you surrounded by? Because so you're an actor and comedian, right? Just so the listeners know,
correct.
Victor's an actor and comedian. Victor and I both met at the same performing arts school, Theater of Art, and but what year did you join? TOA.
Originally, I was going to join 2021, but I joined July, I believe, September 2020. My plan was to save up money because I was working at a nursing home and I was saving up money to join Theater of Arts. But then COVID happened. Everything just went down the drain, and I was like, I don't think I'll be able to do this, blah, blah, blah. And then one of the homies that worked at TOA, Juan, he reached out, be like, hey, are you still interested in coming? I told him, I don't think I could do it, especially because of the whole pandemic and all that. He's like, we're going to have some online classes, and after that, we're going to do the in-person, blah, blah. And during that time, I was struggling like bad, like, especially working in that environment, like the whole world was dying. My artistic soul was dying. I was like, you know what? Let me pursue, the world's ending. Might as well just pursue my dream, right? And yeah, I joined September 2020. I did the online classes, and honestly, it was like one of the best decisions I made.
Dude, okay. But what was because we'll get back into that because I want to talk more about TOA, but what was how old were you when you were like, was there ever a moment in your youth where you were like, oh, like I want to be an actor or I want to be a performer? How did that happen?
Sadly, no. There was when I was a young kid, right? So I grew up at Highland Park, right? And this is during like the 90s, so it was straight up
so
hood.
It was ghetto.
It was hood. We had like 3 rival gangs always fighting. I would get hit up all the time. They're like, hey, fool, where you from? I'm like, I told you nowhere. Yeah, like leave me alone, right?
No.
You're like, I'm nowhere, homie. Like, you asked me yesterday. Like, it's not like I just got jumping after you, like, asked me, like, come on.
Yeah, you're like, food, don't you remember me?
Right. No, but yeah, like, during that time, there wasn't the many programs for, like, acting or anything, like, in school. The thing I did a lot during that time, watch go to video stores, like rent video stores, and from there, watch movies. I would like explore, like, oh, this one looks cool, So it never hit me that, like I could be an actor, because it never hit me as like that's a job, especially like for a young cat from me, like there was nothing in my career. Years later passed, years passed. I was involved in like church activities, which is kind of like a performing, it never hit me till like I got older, as I am performing in front of like the congregation. So I think that kind of boosts my confidence a little bit to be in front of crowds.
Right, because you were literally on a stage, right?
Exactly. Yes,
it's the church stage.
Yes, exactly. Yes. But then from there, like in high school, I would like tell stories to my friends, or we'll reenact scenes from like the Dave Chappelle show, like any comedy story, like any comedy shows, we'll like reenact and I just joke around about it, which I think that kind of also helped me, memorize things and like kind of like be comfortable and just be silly and just make people laugh, and I always want to make people laugh, like I'm having a bad day. Maybe I could help somebody else have a good day, and then right back, but yeah, as I got older, it never hit me as if it was a job or a career. And like in my late 20s, I found out like people get paid. Like, like, wait, what? Like, I thought it was like a rich man's game, like, what? Like, you're telling me that I could like actually do this and like professionally, like get paid? And then, so like, from there, I heard about Theater of Arts, and I kind of like slowly trying to sneak my foot in there. I was building up money so I could at least study it, right? Because it's a pretty penny, right?
Yeah,
right. It's a pretty penny, but either way, like I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go all in. Like everything I do, I'm gonna go all in. If I don't make it, at least I try, right? Because it was either acting or graphic arts, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And like everybody.
Why? No. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like everybody does, like acting. Everyone's going for acting. Everybody in LA is doing for graphic arts as well. So it's like, what can I do? And it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to the most difficult one that I believe it is, and it's gonna be acting, right? And then from there, it falls down.
It's more challenging, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's more challenging. It's like, and if I don't make it, it's like it's okay. Like I could let me jump into the graphic design or graphic arts and anything from there, but yeah.
Why graphic design? Were you like doing sketches when you were younger? Like, were you an artist? Like, you were drawing?
Yeah. Ever since I was a young cat, like my dad's a painter. So as a young cat, I would see him paint at school. I would like not pay attention. I would just always be drawing, like doing little cartoons. I would steal the art supply because I couldn't afford it. As I got older, as a teenager, I used to tag, just to like. And it wasn't just like the scribbles and all that. It was kind of like more like a calligraphy, I wanted to make it look nice and make it look cool.
Yeah, dude. I've always loved calligraphy. Calligraphy. I've always had an interest in it. Like I was in bands before, and I was like, I'm not gonna hire someone and pay, spend money to have an artist, make it for me. I'm just gonna do it myself since I know how to like do that. And yeah, man, like calligraphy with the letters. I always had fun with like, I never tagged, but it was like, on like paper, it was like with like colored pencils and shit. But
yeah.
So I hear you, man. Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, no doubt, especially just to have that extra excitement of like getting in trouble, right? I was like, just throw a little spice in there. But no, yeah, from there, I paint as well. I do acrylic, oil, spray cans. It's just to like feed my artistic hunger, I guess. Yeah. And then especially with like movies, like I always love movies, and I always love the art side of the movies, like especially how the shots were made. I would try to like recreate them by like drawing them out at my own style or like painting. And like, you try to understand it, like, yo, what makes this cool? Like, why am I so pulled in to this? Yeah. But yeah, I was drawn. I always painted. Yeah, so that's always like something in my blood.
Right. So it was just always there. And you were like, all right, well, I have two options. I could either be an actor or be a graphic designer, and you went the easy one, which is being an actor. As we all know, it's so easy to become an actor now.
Right.
It's the easiest job, dude. It's so
right. Anyone can do it. No, hey,
anyone can do it.
There's times I'm like, yeah, anyone can do it. Like,
yeah, that's cool, man. So then, okay, so you got older, and then you were like, were you like, for myself, I remember I was going to like different colleges. I was trying out different schools. I went to Cerritos College. I went to East LA's Community College, and I wasn't really finding my communities there. And I was like tired of like taking all the GE classes. I'm like, I've done this many times before. Like, I just want to focus on what I want to do. I just want to hone on this craft. And that's how I found out about Theater of Arts. Do you have a similar journey into like how you found out about the school?
Yes. The way I found out about school, Theater of Arts, was through my little sister. All right. It's kind of like a long story, but I'm going to try to cut it easy.
We got 45 minutes, dude.
Bro, like some of the stories I get, I need like 4 hours. But no, yeah, I'm going to cut it real short, right? My little sister, she does like makeup and all that, special effects makeup. Mm-hmm. She learned from YouTube and all that. She was really good at it. I took her once to the what was it? LA Convention Center during Comic-Con. Well, now it's like LA Comic-Con. And, you know, she liked it because I wanted to show her exposure, you know, with the cosplays and all that. And then she went to paint her face and she showed up, and there was a school there, which it was special effects makeup. It was EA, I believe.
EI?
Yeah, yes. Yeah. Yeah, my bad. Yeah. And then they talked to her and they're like, hey, your makeup is great. You know, what'd you study? My sister like, oh, you too. And they're like, hey, there's a school if you're interested. So then my sister kind of talked to them, blah, blah, blah. And then she got involved in that school. And from there, I was helping her pay for that school because I was working at the nursing home. So I was kind of like helping her
That's nice
get through that. Yeah, thank you. And from there, one of her assignments was to do a short film. Mm-hmm. And there was a school nearby that was connected to it that they were doing like a short film. And then she asked me like, hey, can you drive me to like Acton to like, I have to be there all night to do just the makeup for a short film. I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm down. I'll drive you. I'll chill there all night with you. Then I'll take you home after. And I show up there, and I was at this bar where they had like this dope like bison burger, but not the point. Some of the actors show up, and I started talking to them. And they were telling me they're all from the same school, like Theater of Arts. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And they were just
wait, hold on. Which students did you meet?
It was Reese.
Yeah.
What was his other guy?
Shout out Reese.
Right, Reese. There was damn, what was his name again? Oh,
Tyrone?
No. I haven't spoken to him for a while. That's why I don't remember his name.
Were these people in the term before your term?
No, there were a couple of terms way before. Because I remember I saw the director came in, but he couldn't stay there, so he had to leave, and that was Mateus.
Yeah.
And then there was this other young cat. He was Latino too, short. Damn, I forgot his name too.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. And then there was this one chick, and then the short film, they even throw me in there as an extra, so you kind of see the back of me, kind of like walk up, pay the bar, say bye, and then bail.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but no, it was cool. Yeah. Like they told me about the school, and I'm like, yo, this sounds cool. And then from there, I kind of like started like, checking it out and blah, blah, blah. I pulled up. That's where I met Juan. He gave me the tour of it. Mm-hmm. And then they gave me, you know, the numbers. So I'm like, I can't afford this. I'm poor. And then they were like, there are programs that we could do that's like, we could help out, this and that, you know. And then they gave me the new numbers. So I'm like, I can't, like, you don't know how poor I am. Like, I'm pretty poor. Like
that was the FAFSA number. That was even the number with the help.
Yeah. With the
bro.
help. So I'm like, yo, I can't. And I said, you know, look, let me just save up money. Let me build up. Let me get a good chunk of it first. And then I'll jump in. And that's what I did. You know, I was saving up. And from there, the school was super cool. Like, they were very helpful. Like, even when like with the not the discount, but with the help of like the payments, they were very helpful. Like they were like, hey, you know, if you want, like we want you. I did my my audition with David.
it was in person?
No, it was over Zoom because it was during COVID.
It was over Zoom. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So it was all over Zoom and blah blah, and then he was like, he gave me directions and this and that, and it was pretty cool. It was real fun, and so like cool. And a couple of days later, no, not even days. It was actually the same day they told me like, hey, like if you want, we do want you to come and be part of school. We could just not work with the numbers, this and that. I'm like, all right, let's do it, right? Like, I already quit my job, so yes, let's do it.
Oh, you quit?
Yeah, dude, you don't know how bad it was. Like, I mean, all right, nursing homes, like, that it's an honorable job. It's a great job. And it's like, and it's
helping
tough.
people.
Yeah, it's tough. Like, especially during like the pandemic, it was really hard.
Yeah.
And then during that time, I was being medical records, right? So I had to make sure the nurses were updating their stuff and this and that, keeping things checked. And I was in a basement for like 8 hours in a computer. Like, it was no joke. It was killing me. Like, I can't be here. I can't be here. No sun.
You're inside all day.
Yeah. Like, I can't be here no more. Like, I gotta go. Like, and from there, like, I gave all my resignations. Like, I'm gonna pursue something that I really want to do. So, deuces, y'all, right? And then, they were very super nice. They're like, we'll wish you well. And I'm like, see y'all in the movies, right? And then, that's when I hit up like Juan, be like, all right, let's do this. And then I did the audition with David. And then from there, it's like, all right, cool. We could start you with the online classes. We'll just start September. And that's when I met some of my classmates. And bro, that was like, so like, I was in it. I was locked in. I was like, I'm going 110.
Who was it? Who was in your class?
There was a whole bunch. So we started with like 23.
It always starts big, and then it ends up with and then it ends up being like 5 or 7 people.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly. So I want to tell you the 5 and 7 people. It was Sarah,
okay,
Nick. There was the other Nick,
then
the
Nick
other
Harris,
Nick, right? And then
there's
there was
3 Nicks.
No, it was two. We had 2. So it
Nick
was
Harris,
and then Sistito.
Oh right,
Yeah. And then we had Daniel. Daniel. I don't know if you remember Daniel. He was he was a Marine with with Nick. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Who else did we had in our class? We had a couple of other people, but there was Kendrick. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I remember because like I had never met you in person, obviously, because so I joined the school at the end of 2018, going into 2019, and I was going to school in person for a year, and then my second term in March, that's when the pandemic happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we're like, oh shit, like no one knew what was going to happen. And then months and months later, towards the end of I think it was towards the end of 2020, 2021, that's when TOA is like, hey, we're back, but we're going to do school over Zoom, kind of like what we're doing now. And it was like we were acting this way, which is so strange. I had never done improv over Zoom. I never acted over Zoom. I had never done stand-up over Zoom. It was so bizarre. And then I remember I was taking a class with Claire, I think, and then it was you and a couple other students that joined. And Victor, this is no criticism towards you, but I remember when you first started and we were reading the plays together, the way your voice sounded was very monotone. It was very like kind of just, like flatline. But then as you started learning more and learning about the craft and stuff, dude, your progression and your like compared to like some of the other students who like didn't really give an F, like you said, you go 110%. I literally see you progress, man. I was like, holy shit, okay, this guy's got something. Like I can act with this guy. Like he's gonna bring me stuff, So
thank you, man.
Props to you for sticking with it, man. Because I mean, like we said, when I joined TOA, dude, we had like 15, 20 students that were in my class, and then it ended up just being 3 or 2 of us.
That's crazy. Yeah,
because I think people realize how tough it actually is, and you're like, wait, I gotta be at school at 7:30 in the morning, and I gotta act and cry in front of strangers, and I gotta do that. Like fuck, and a lot of people left. So
no doubt. Yeah. Like it was tough. it was tough. Like, what was it, like 5 hours all day, like for like 5 days a week?
Probably, yeah. I think we were at school from. Yeah, I mean, it depended on like the classes. So like, I think like the earliest class we had was like maybe 8 a.m. So it wasn't too bad, you know.
Yeah.
And then we were done by like 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. I mean, it was in Hollywood when we went in person. Like, it was in Hollywood, so it was like I had to get up like 2 hours early just to like
take the
traffic.
bus.
Yeah, no, beat traffic. Holy
shit. You just had your car.
yeah. I mean, I knew a couple of those students that had to take the bus, and I was like, damn, good on you. Like, hey, push it, you know. But no, like, yeah, it is tough. Like, even some of the instructors, they were pretty tough at times. And a part of me, I never took it personally.
Yeah, it's never personal.
Yeah. Some other cats that I seen have taken personal, and to me it's like, no, you're taking it the wrong way. You're just not putting in the work, and it shows. Like, as an amateur when I was there, it's like, yo, I could see you're not putting in work, and then you're trying to fool a professional. Like, get out of here, homie. Like,
yeah, man. I in my theater, shout out Adam Krieger, who taught us theater history, which was actually, because I'm a huge fan of history and I love theater, but that was one of the toughest classes I had. It was like, and it was not your normal. I mean, it was actually like your most normal class that you had, because you're like, you know, you're mostly reading. You know, you got to read these, you know, plays, and then you come back to class and you talk about it. Dude, there was one time he gave us an assignment, and I don't know, it just slipped my head. I just forgot about it. And then when we get to class and he was like, Alex, he's like, you didn't do the assignment? I was like, honestly, no. And he was like, why? I'm like, I honestly have no excuse. And he goes, wow, that was actually the most mature response I've ever had from a student.
I mean,
I was like, it's true. I have no excuse. I just didn't do it. I just slipped my mind.
Right. No. Yeah. With him, he was great though, because he was real too. Like, he'll say a couple things like, and like, he was really understanding when things will happen. And I remember one time he said, it's like, hey, you know, like, I understand life happens, you know, it happens all the time. Things get in the way, you know, life is unpredictable. But what are the chances that life is unpredictable every time there's an assignment? You know, it's like, how, like, right? Yeah, so I'm kind of like, come on. Like, yeah, like, to me, I felt the same way. Like, I will be as honest as possible. Like, I'm not gonna like
bullshit them, because they know.
Yeah, exactly.
They're professional bullshitters. Like,
exactly. Like, to me,
that's what
like,
they do for a living.
Yeah, and like, I mean, I already had like years and like working with other people. Like, so I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's the best thing. And some of these like were very young cats, like fresh out of high school. So I was like, bro, you're not fooling nobody. Like,
yep.
Yeah, like, you know.
What was your favorite class there, or like who did you vibe with the most, like out of the teachers, like the one you were like looking forward to?
Honestly, like, I look forward to all of them. Like, I don't think there wasn't one I was like, I don't want to be there. I don't want to talk to them. Nah, they were all great. They were all wonderful. They were like, I felt they all gave something back, you know, like they genuinely really care. You know, like, hey, you know, put in the work. And if you show and you put in the work, they'll be like, awesome, you know, because then I feel like I get leveled up, and I feel like I'm giving them something. I'm not wasting their time. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, they were all great, you know, teaching me, like, expand my creativity, but also keeping it professional. You know, don't step out the line, like, you know, like, and there's something like, I always stuck to me too, like, it's good to be talented, but it's best to be professional. You know, like, because like, when you're talented and you're not feeling it, you're probably not gonna let me do it. But if you're professional and you're not feeling it, you're still gonna do it. You know, you got to get the job done. It's a job. That's the thing. That's the thing that sometimes they don't understand, these young cats, you know.
It's a job still at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's the creativity and all that, but it's a job. Like, and it's not just your job. It's like, people depend on you too. Like, if you don't do the work, if you don't even show up, like, everybody gets screwed over.
Yeah. The crew, they're like, dude, like, fucking, we've been here since 4 a.m. Like, what the hell, man?
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. That's what's with me. Is like, I'll show up like 30 minutes early, and then like, just to like make sure I'm there, and then like, all right, cool. And then there's moments where I show up like on set and they'll be like, oh, you're early. Like, yeah. And they're like, we can't take you in around. No, it's cool. Like, I'll hang out. Like, just, you don't have to. I'm not clocked in yet. You know, it's all good.
Dude, Victor, do you remember? Okay, obviously you remember Nicolette.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So I remember, so in person, so this is in 2019 where we were taking classes in person, and she goes, she has a thing with tardiness, like if you're gonna show up late, like don't show up at all. And she was like, what did she say? She talked about, like, if you're gonna show up late too, don't show up with the coffee in your hand, because, like, come on.
Yeah.
But this is okay. This is what happened. So at the time, I was living with Charlie. Do you remember Charlie Velasco? He's also a TOA student.
The name sounds familiar. I just don't remember his face.
Long black hair. He's short like me. He's got like piercings and tattoos, and he's got facial hair.
Yeah, I remember him. Yes.
So him and I and Shalom and a couple other students were living in this house together in East Hollywood. And Gino, you know Gino?
I don't think I met Gino.
Well, he also went to TOA. Anyways, he also lived in the back house. So a bunch of TOA students were living on this property. And the closest metro station to us was the Red Line.
Okay.
So it was Hollywood and Western. That was our, that was the station. So we would get onto that train. Anyways, the train is sometimes unpredictable because it says it's going to show up at one time, but then it shows up, later, just like you're taking the bus. It's never really on time. So, I wake up early like I always do. I make my coffee. I use I have a Starbucks cup that I was like reusing. So like I reused it, made my coffee. I get on the train because it was 2 stations that you would have to get on. And then on the next station, it was delayed. And I was like, oh shit, like, man, like I'm going to be like 5 minutes late. I finally show up to class, like maybe like just a minute over the time. Nicolette lets me in and she was like, Alex, you are late. And I was like, I know the train got delayed. She was like, what's that in your hand? I was like, it's coffee, but I swear I didn't go to Starbucks today. I reused the cup. I made it at home. I woke up at like 6 a.m. today. She was like, I was like, I swear that's not why I'm late. The train was delayed. But anyways, yeah, man. And she made a very good point too. She was like, if you're on time, what's the quote? If you're on time, you're late. If you're early, you're on time.
Yeah.
And I use that. Like, I take that with me everywhere I go. Like on set, I try to be early. But anyways, dude, so after the pandemic, this TOA starts to open up. And then I had one last class I needed to take because I had failed stage combat with swords, with like weapons. It's like stage weapons. And I had failed Henry's class, and so I had to retake it. Obviously, I couldn't take it during the pandemic. So once the school started to reopen, we all went back in, and it was me, and it was you, and I finally met you in person.
Word.
And then we were taking that class together, dude. And then, do you remember it was like maybe 2 or 3 days right before our final? We were practicing our scenes like for like 3 months on end. We were showing up to class. We're doing all the sword fights and stuff. We've got our scenes down. I've got my lines down. I even made a costume. I went all out. And then 2 or 3 days before the final, I get the call. Hey, you cannot show up to school because you have this outstanding payment. Were you one of those students too?
I was, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, like the thing is with me, it's like I wasn't real deep in it because like I will be paying, and then I would talk to the financial, be like, hey, unfortunately I can't do this one. I'll keep them updated, let them know.
That's what I should have done, man.
Yeah. So I kept talking to them. But yeah, so that's why my debt wasn't so bad. I managed to cooperate, like to get some of the money and be like, all right, cool, come back. But yeah, I was one of them, and it was a funny story, like when it happened, because like we had to do the presentation to everybody. We performed the play to the upper ups, and they were like, so hey, we saved the school, yay! And then I don't know, hey, you gotta go. I was like, what? What? Like,
what?
No, it was funny because I remember I was in class because they didn't, and I remember they came in and they got Nick Harris. And then Nick Harris left, blah, blah. And I was just chilling in class and blah, blah. And then Nick Harris comes back and he's upset and he's angry. And he tells us, like, I can't come back to school, because of the payments. And I was like, fuck. And then, one of the financial, people walk in and they walk in and they look inside there like that. And then they see me, they go like, oh, yeah, I got it. I grab my stuff and I walk towards them. Yeah, I got it. Right? And then I go over there, I talk to them and they're like, hey, you know, you can continue if you get this much, you know, and it's all good. I'm like, bro, that's my rent. And it's like, so you can't continue coming until this is paid. And I'm like, we got like what, 2 weeks? 1 week, 2 weeks? Like,
dude, no. For me, it was literally 3 days before the final when they called me. 3 days. I'm like, can I at least finish the, like, do the final? And they were like, no, like, we can't let you unless you pay this off. And I was like, damn it.
That's crazy. Yeah, with me, because they took me 2 weeks before, and then I missed school for like 3 days, I think. I let my instructors know. I'm pretty sure they already told them, but I already let them know and this and that. And it's like, I was kind of like bummed out, but it's not the first time that ever happened to me, honestly. Like, yeah, like, honestly, like it happens to me like every 2 years about something, you know,
something financial.
Yeah, something financial, like, so to me, it's like, whatever, you know, like, I'll figure it out. Like, yeah. And then I went back to class just to let them know this and that. And Nick Harris was just really upset and angry. And I'm like, first time?
Yeah, it's that meme, you're about to get hanged.
First time. Like, yeah, like, bro, like I said, like this happens to me like almost every 2 years. Like something comes up, like, so it's like whatever. So like, yeah, I'm lucky to manage to get some of the money, and continue and like finish it, right? But to me, like, let's say for whatever reason I wasn't able to, it's like that's only 2 weeks. I got like 2 years of knowledge. You can't take that away.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like, it's all good. Like,
well, that, go ahead.
No, yeah. It's like, it's not like if they offer me a job or something, like, oh, what was your score in fucking Voice 3 or whatever, you know? Or like, how did you do in, you know,
in combat.
I was like, no. Like, if you could do the job, you could do it. And like, I got the knowledge, so you can't take that away.
Right. And that was my philosophy too. I'm like, you know what? Like, I didn't get the degree. I didn't technically graduate, but I was still there for like 2 years and I had all that knowledge. And it's not like, yeah, like you're saying, it's not like casting directors are going to be like, oh, we see you didn't, you know, finish graduating from TOA. We can't hire you. Sorry. It's like, no, they don't care about that. All they care is like, can you act? Are you right for the part? Can you act? Are you a good person? Will you not be a dick to everyone on set? And like, are you like available? You know, that's really what they're like looking for.
Exactly. Yeah. And unfortunately, there were a couple of other my classmates that weren't able to get the money, and I was like, "Oh, like I try to get that to their heads, like, hey, like you still got this, you can still do it, like." But they're still out there, they're still doing their thing, you know, right?
So then, but you're also a comic too. So was it through TOA that you got into stand up through David?
Yeah. It was through TOA through David. Basically, that was. I mean, I never really noticed, but I was always into comedy with like movies and stand up and sketch shows, you know, as a young cat. But as I guess that's another thing. I was like, wait, you could make a job out of this, you know, like what? And yeah, like in TOA when they offer it and I did it, it's like, yo, this is pretty cool, you know, like, but to me, it's like, what am I gonna talk about, you know, like, I don't want to like, I want to make my own thing, right? And it was a challenging thing just to find, you know, like what would be funny, universally, what would be funny. But you know, yeah, it was through David. And one thing that David, I remember said once, like, you gotta talk to the audience like they're your friends, you know, like we're all homies here, you know, that will get them at ease and they'll listen to you. I'm like, you know what, you're right, yeah, because it reminded me when I was in high school when we were just like at lunchtime when I was telling my friends, you know, my stupid stories that what I did in the weekends or whatever, and they'll be all just like locked in and listening to it, and they'll be like, they'll be laughing, you know, and from there it's like, you know, that's what it is, yeah.
That's what it is, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we're all homies here, and then I get a little bit personal, and then people will giggle, they'll laugh, and
yeah, because if you're having fun, they're having fun.
Exactly, yeah. But yeah, it was through David, and then yeah, like from after I finished TOA, I've been doing stand up like once every month. Yeah. So like different locations, maybe like more times, but usually I'll try to do once every month at least. You know, because another thing that David told me was, told the class is like, as an actor, there's no guarantee that you won't be getting jobs. So you're going to need something to like pull back to, you know, like keep you sharp, you know, keep you still on stage and eyes on you. And stand up is something that you can just keep doing. So I was like, all right, cool, you know, good to know. And it helps. It helps. It does. I feel like I don't lose confidence in front of crowds. I feel like, I feel like it helps me with my speech as well when I'm talking to people. Yeah, like there's some moments where it feels very awkward. I'm like, all right, let's use this, you know, let's use this awkwardness, right? Like,
let's step into it.
Yeah, keep you on your feet. And then if you get the reels from like that stand up, you know, I put it on my profiles and all that. And then the casting director see that, I was like, oh, you know, he's a comic. He does this, you know, let's bring him in. And it helps. Like I got a couple jobs because of that, you know, seeing that I'm active.
That's dope, dude. What? So then, was your first ever performance at the Comedy Store?
No, it wasn't in the Comedy Store. No. During that time, it was at the Federal.
Oh, it was at the Federal. That's right.
Yeah. Because everything was barely opening up. You know, comedy stores were barely opening. And then during that time, the promoter Vargas, I guess he had to chance to go back to the store, but he had the Federal. So then my first one was at the Federal. Which it was fun. It was, it was so like nerve wracking before you go up there. Like the nervios is like go up to like, I don't remember anything. I'm like, help. Like, and then as soon as I go, Victor Frausto, I'm like, ha, like, I'm like, ha, help. Don't look at me. But I kept it cool. Like, you know, I kept it cool. I go up there. As soon as I hear that first laugh, I was like, all right.
You're like, all right, we're in.
We're in, right. And it just, everything, it was a blur. Like, honestly, like, I don't remember much. And it was a blur, and it was great. It went quick, and it's like, and you get that rush. You're like, yo, I need more, you know?
Yeah. The addiction to the adrenaline. Are your joke, like what you're writing now, what you're joking about now? Because obviously that was like already a couple years ago now. Do you reference those kind of same jokes that you were using in the beginning, or is it totally new? Like what you were joking about then is completely different from what you're doing now?
Yes and no. There are some jokes that I still keep because they work.
Yeah.
And that's usually like I know it works, so I'm gonna use it just to get the crowd to be like, right?
Right.
But I do it throwing some stuff. I managed to like extend some of the jokes. And make it more new for like the newcomers that come back, you know, make it seem like, you know, to be continued type of thing. And then be like, oh, there's more to the joke. There's more to the story. I'm like, yeah, like there's more to the story, right? Yeah. Cause like my stand up is very like, story based. You know, like I'm telling you like, yo, the other day I was at the doctor's, right? And then I'll stop in our area. Then like a couple of like months later, I'll do the same joke, but then I add a little bit more to it. And people are like, wait, what? Like, you said this last time? Like, nah, like this is all brand new. Like,
you're like, low key, it is, but there's some new stuff in there.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, no, I'll keep the ones that work. The ones that I feel like they're not working anymore, it's like, all right, let's throw this out or refurbish it. You know, let's see if I could repackage it differently.
Right. It's still the same premise, but I'm going to work around it a little bit and see what else I can do to it.
Yeah, exactly. Like a lot of my stand-up is like self-deprecating and about my love life, right? And I think it's funny, you know, like let people laugh at me, right? Because if I make fun of the crowd, I feel kind of bad. And then I know they're going to feel awkward too, like, oh, he's making fun of me. So it's like, you know what? It's fine. Laugh at me. It's all good, you know?
I feel like you can only really do that as if you make fun of yourself first. You know, show the crowd like, hey, like I could take a joke. I can make fun of myself, you know, because if you can't, like, it's like, you know, people who like, what's the phrase? Like, if you can't dish it, if you can't take it, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like there are people who like will roast other people, but then if they roast them back, they get all upset. It's like, bro, like, come on. What do you?
like,
what makes you think you can make fun of other people if you can't even make fun of yourself?
No, exactly. Yeah. And then some people can't take it. They're like, kind of like, it's not that they can't take it, they'll get upset, but I don't know if they're very self-conscious, or I don't know if they had a bad day, or it's like, I don't want to hurt their feelings either. You know, I don't want to add a new layer of trauma.
Are there any new comics you're listening to right now? Or like, you know, who makes you laugh these days?
Who makes me? I don't. There's a lot of new comics that I work with.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I don't remember their names. I do remember their jokes. I feel bad sometimes because I'm like, hey, the guy with the monster truck, right? They're like, oh, right. Oh, the guy with the girlfriend sounds like a pterodactyl. Ah, and they're like, hey, and then they remind me their names. Like, oh, yeah, thank you, bro. Like, but nah, I mean, honestly, I can't give you names, and I feel bad. Like, I feel bad that I can't give a name, but the jokes I do remember. Those are the ones that stick to me.
How about when you were growing up? Like, who were your favorite comedians? Like, were you listening to like Pablo Francisco or
yeah, Pablo Francisco,
Fluffy,
Christopher Titus, Dave Chappelle, Aaron's. What's his name? Is it Aaron Spears?
Oh, Ari Shafir. Oh, there's also there's Spears. Oh my God, what's his name? Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
No, yeah. But yeah, those comics, like, I do remember they were like, because they were very story based. What I remember, George Lopez, yeah, like I like the ones that was just kind of like they were telling a story about like part of their life or something. And it's like, yo, that's hilarious, because I feel like I'm part of the group. I'm like, hey,
Hey, dude, actually, I wanted to ask you about the Independent Shakespeare Company. What was that like? How did you get involved with them?
Oh, bro, TOA, man.
That all goes back.
Yeah. It started in TOA. So during TOA, I think it was like my last term.
Mm-hmm.
TOA was going to do a play, blah, blah, blah. And they brought this director. Her name is Melissa. And, everybody, we're going to audition in person. Everybody has to do it, It's a requirement. Everybody got to audition. Oh, cool, and then I go in, I do 3 monologues, 1 comic, 1 drama, 1 Shakespeare. Mm-hmm. And she was like, oh, you like Shakespeare? I'm like, yeah, Shakespeare. The reason why I like it is because it's hard. It's challenging. It's like, it's a whole different monster. And like, I'm down to like fight this monster, right? I'm down to be friends with this monster. And then we started talking. She's like, oh, cool. And then we were talking about a little bit of Shakespeare, this and that. And I told, I'm interested in doing Shakespeare in Spanish. Cause I heard it once. I heard Romeo and Juliet once in Spanish. And I'm like, bro, it blew my mind. It sounded so cool, so smooth. I was like,
is it still in iambic pentameter? Iambic pentameter in Shakespeare, it's da 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 da. It's the rhythm, da 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 da.
Kinda. It was, but it was kind of a little bit off. You know what I mean? Because it's Spanish,
because
it's a whole different,
it's a different language.
Yeah. But no, it was great. So me and her talked this and that, and yeah, so it felt good. She felt good, and then I left, and then the next guy was all angry. Like, I don't know, what's up with you, homie? Right? Like, he just goes inside and do his audition. I look at the time. I'm like, holy snap, I was there for 40 minutes. So yeah, we spent a good while, 40 minutes. So then she was a director that cast me as one of, the play was, Polar Stories. And I played D, which was like Dionysus, which he was kind of like the narrator, showrunner type of thing of like the whole event of the.
Yeah, he's like the host
of the play. Yeah. Kind of like a cabaret. You had the main guy, right? But anyways, so that happened, right? I didn't know she was a founder of Independent Shakespeare Company, one of the founders. So, and then from there, it's cool, blah, blah, blah. We did the play, this and that. It's done, right? And then from there, I remember one of my instructors mentioned like, hey, reach out to people whenever you can, who knows if they could get you a job here and there. If you're thinking about it, just say, hey, I was thinking about you. Hope you're doing well, blah, blah, blah. It was Rob, just Rob mentioned that to us once. And then we were about to have a showcase and this and that. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to hit up Melissa. I hit her up. Hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing well, blah, blah, blah. I had a showcase. It'd be great, pull up and watch, And then she hits me out. She, oh, hey, Victor. Unfortunately, I can't. I have something going on, blah, blah, blah. But hey, here at the Independent Shakespeare Company, we have an internship for the summer. You should apply. So I'm like, all right, hey, you look at that. Yeah, let's do that. I apply, blah, blah, blah. They hit me up and be like, hey, do you want to be part of this Independent Shakespeare Company? You'll be working, backstage, stage, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah. So then I got to see like the runaround of the whole, front, back, striking,
behind the
fixing.
scenes.
Yeah. And it was great. And it was a paid internship. It was super cool. It was funded by LA County. And it was great. Awesome. And I met so many great people, so many great actors. Like, they're super cool, super awesome, very professional. And then, the summer ended and blah, blah. And then later on, they hit me up and like, hey, Victor, you did great, blah, blah, blah. Are you available to work as a house manager for the Christmas Carol? I'm like, yeah, of course. So during the winter, I helped out, blah, blah. Every time they're like having an event, I'll show up to some of their events and say hi. I don't want to lose that connection because they're great people. They're awesome. And from there, like every summer I'll pull up, say hi. And then from there, they were like, hey, Victor, they'll hit me up like, we need somebody, to house manage. And we're, you know how to do it. Are you available? So I'm like, yeah, most def. And then last year, that's when I had a chance to audition. I auditioned, blah, blah. And they're like, later on, they were like, hey, so we would like to have you for this small role. Are you interested? And I'm like, hell yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, if you guys cool, I'm cool with it. Yeah, shoot.
I'll do it, whatever.
Right. And then from there in the summer, I did it, and it was great though. Like, it's a great crowd.
And these were all out at the park, right? They're all at Griffith Park?
Yeah, Griffith Park at the old zoo is free for everyone. Like,
I gotta get involved, man. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Do it, bro. Do it. Like, it's great. Like, everybody's so awesome. And the doing it at the park is a whole nother beast too.
I bet.
Yeah, it gets
Are you guys?
pretty tense.
Were you guys on a stage? Did they build a stage out in the park, or was it just on the grass?
No. It was. We do have a stage that we built. And they are in the process of getting a permanent stage from the city. Yeah, they're in the process for that for like 15 years. I know.
Things with the city takes years.
Exactly. Yeah. But finally they broke ground last year and they already started something. We're hoping this year be like we get to use it. But if we don't, we'll probably do what we did last year, which we set up another stage in the other side. And it's really cool because they'll level it at the stage and we just kind of work around it. Sometimes we work within the crowd as well. Like, it's super cool. Yeah.
Hey, dude, so we usually do this segment towards the middle of the podcast. We're a little over, but that's okay. So we're going to play this or that. I'm going to ask you rapid fire questions and, give me your answer. All right. So, I just had them. All right. So this would be like, these are like, would you rather? Okay. Ready?
Okay.
Would you rather have your entire search history read aloud to your family or have your most used emoji tattooed on your forehead?
So read my history. I don't care. They're gonna see some weird stuff, but like, hey.
Would you rather always have 1% battery or always have 1 bar of signal?
Battery.
Would you rather have a permanent laugh track follow you around or have a dramatic orchestral music play every time you enter a room?
Bro, dramatic orchestral music, yo.
Would you rather always have popcorn kernels stuck in your teeth or always have 1 wet sock?
Damn, that's a tough one. I'm gonna do the popcorn.
Would you rather have eyebrows that never stop growing or a nose that honks like a clown every time you sneeze?
Like nose, bro. I'll be sneezing like crazy just to piss off people.
You'll be like those. What are those Mexican guys? They were on Ripley's Believe It or Not. Like they're all covered in like hair.
Yeah, right.
Like, if it never stops growing, it would just be that. It'd just be like the werewolf kid.
Yeah.
Let's see. Would you rather be able to talk to dogs, but they only talk about their favorite smells, or be able to talk to cats, but they only criticize your life choices?
Yeah, cats.
Because they'd be honest with you, and you're like, "Oh man, yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. I shouldn't have another drink."
Right.
Would you rather always smell like wet dog or always smell like sour milk?
Oh God. I mean, with dog, I guess.
I guess so.
Yeah, because people like dogs. I mean,
most people don't like sour milk. Let's see. Okay, a couple more. Actually, So these are questions that I wrote that are based for you specifically as a comedian.
Right.
What do you think right now when you're performing out in shows? What do you think is the single biggest mistake you see new comedians make?
They come in too strong. Like they don't warm up to the crowd, and they're basically very vulgar and very like
aggressive.
Aggressive, yeah. Which is like, nah, you gotta ease up to them.
Right, warm them up a little bit.
Yeah. See, know your crowd before you actually like start
hitting them with the.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. Are you doing open mics at all?
Rarely, but
rarely.
Yeah, because usually I don't really have the time to do it, or I can't find a location that is on my schedule.
I feel you. Okay, because I was gonna ask an open mic question. If you could give your 18-year-old self one piece of advice about what you're doing now, what would it be?
Write down everything. Yeah, write it down. There's some funny moments that I remember that I was laughing like crazy, but I just don't remember why I was laughing.
Yeah.
And it's like, something funny happened that time that I was crying because it was so funny. And it's like, so if I would wrote it down somewhere, I'd be like, that's what it was. So write everything, even if it's not funny, it could be part of a story that you could use later for like a sketch or a reel, you know. Make sure you put everything physically down, and it helps you remember too. Or for like, let's say, for like, let's say for years, years pass, and like you go through your notebooks and be like, yo, like I remember this. Like, but yeah, write down everything.
And then you see the evolution of like all your stuff. You're like, oh yeah, I could see what, where I was thinking in that moment. I used to do that, but with music. So when I was like 18, 19, 20 years old, I was in a couple bands. And it's so funny when I would like force myself to like sit down and write music, I could never come up with anything. But if I'm going about my day-to-day, I'm at work, all of a sudden the ideas hit me. I'm like, what the hell? Why is it hitting me now? Not when I'm like actually trying to come up with ideas. Yeah. So I would be like sweeping the floor at work, and then all of a sudden like I'll hear like a guitar riff play in my head. I'm like, oh, that sounds cool. Or like there's music playing, and I'll be influenced by whatever song is playing at the grocery store that I was working at. I'm like, oh, that's a cool riff. Let me see if I could change that up, but still have that influence. And every time I would hum it into my phone like this, I'd go da 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 da. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I would record it onto my audio, and then I would look back, and then I'd go home and I'd sit with my guitar, and I would try to like, okay, what was I doing here? Oh, that's this note, that's that now. Oh, that actually that sounds cool. It's like, what was I thinking? That's trash. Never mind. Like, that's no good. Or like it'll be like, wait, no, I can't use that because that's already a song. Yeah. Like subconsciously, I'm like, oh, that's a good riff that I just came up with. I'm a fucking genius.
Right.
And you go back, you're like, what the hell? That's already a freaking song.
It's been done, right? No. Yeah, I totally agree. That's something
but you're right. Record it, write it down.
Right, yeah, record it, write it down, have some form of archive, just so that you can use it later. But yeah, write it down. Like, I give that to everybody. Just write it down if it's funny or stupid or just like, just do it. Yeah, like,
just do it.
Do it now.
Hey, do it now. Come on, do it now.
Do it now.
Ooh, do you have any impressions? What's a strong impression you could do?
I think my Arnold one is my strongest impression. Good? Yeah.
Okay, how about answer this question as Arnold. Okay. As your Arnold impression. Okay, ready? How do you, Victor, handle a hostile heckler without losing the rest of the room?
The way I do it is I look at that girly man trying to be all tough with me and heckle. But, I just remind myself, I am the macho man. I take out my stogie and I look at him and be like, shut your mouth. I am in control here. But yeah, I just keep my cool because that's how I do.
Dude, that's not half bad. That's actually pretty good.
Thank you, man. No, thank you.
If I had an applause track, I'd press it right now.
Press it right now.
That was good, man.
Right.
So we do have a couple more minutes left. I wanted to ask you, do you have any upcoming Any upcoming shows? Anything you're doing where we can go see you? Or
this Friday actually, I have the show at the Living Room in downtown LA. It's gonna be at 9:30. It's a new spot that I haven't performed there before. The information's in my Instagram at Victor_M_Frausto.
Okay.
Yeah. So you go buy tickets there. That's the one I have booked for this week. I might have another one in February, but it's nothing locked in yet.
Okay.
So I don't want to be like advertising it, just in case it gets changed. Right. But yeah, that's the most nearest one I have this Friday, the 23rd.
At the Living Room.
Correct.
9 p.m. or 9:30?
9:30 p.m. Correct.
9:30 p.m.
The show starts at 10, but just show up 9:30. Get your seat, get your parking, get a good buzz. Right. But yeah.
How about do you have any upcoming like acting projects you're working on? Anything on the horizon?
There's so many projects that I have lined up for this month. These are personal projects to start with.
Like stuff that you're working on yourself?
Yes, correct. Yes. Yeah, I have 2 short films and one kind of like a comedy reel series, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get that at least done by June-ish.
Yeah.
It all depends on financial and all that stuff, if I could do it or not, or people that could help me out. But yeah, I have 2 short films that I want to get done this year. Nothing crazy, right? It's just something like something to get me into like the system, you know what I mean? Like I saw when you did your short film, I was like, yo, the little boy, yeah. I was like, yo, this is so cool. Like this guy like managed to do it, like damn. And then you got an award for it and all that's like, my man, like. And then for me, it's like, you know what? Like I got stories, I got stuff. Like I might as well just do something small. I'm gonna try something small, get the ball rolling, see who could I work with now. Cause I have met a whole bunch of great actors and they're just as hungry as me, and it's like, that's what I'm looking for. Like just to people to work with, just to feed that artistic hunger.
Hey man, you got my Instagram, you got my number. Let's work on some stuff together.
Yeah. No, I'm totally down. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, it's like, hopefully like things go, like the main thing is like financially and all that stuff, because gotta get that set. But yeah, like I said, I have 2 short films that hopefully I get going this year. And then I do have a reel series that I want to just kind of put up on Instagram and TikTok, just that's more of a comedy.
Like a comedy, like sketches?
Yeah. Like I'll give you a quick example. It's gonna be really weird. I don't know if you ever seen that cartoon, Regular Show.
No.
No. All right. Well, basically, the basis is basically 2 guys that work at a park, blah blah. So mine's gonna be the same thing. We won't be working something, and then something chaotic happens, and then it's like, then they gotta fix that chaotic thing, and the chaotic thing could be like the basketball gods came and challenged them for a basketball game. It's like, what the hell is this? Or yeah, like it's like over the top. If they lose, the whole world gets destroyed. It's like, what? Like it's over the top thing. Like it starts out like small and then it just escalates like dramatically. Like what?
Yeah.
And like the way to like solve it is like something stupid. It's just like 1 minute, 2 minute reel type of thing. Like.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great idea. Yeah, you should get on it.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I have planned out. There is a short film that I participated a couple months ago, which is my second SAG job, which is really cool. Yeah. The directors were super awesome and all that, and then hopefully they're gonna have like a premiere for it. So I'm subscribe to my Instagram and all that, so y'all can see it.
Yeah, tell all the listeners right now to follow you at Victor_M_Frausto.
Correct.
To follow you for your comedy shows and to keep an eye out for the comedy bits, the sketch series you're working on, and and your comedy shows, man. Yeah, well, again, dude, it's been great talking to you, and it's been a long time since you and I had chatted, and it's good to see you, man, And yeah, man, thanks for being on here. Appreciate you.
Of course. Thank you for having me. Honestly, it's been great talking to you. Like there was so much that's like I want to talk about, but we don't have much time.
I know, man. I know.
Like there's so much stuff. Like I mean, whatever. Maybe when I see you in person.
Look. It'll be once you got those 2 short films that you're working on, once you got the comedy like web series you're doing on TikTok and Instagram, once you have all that year's worth of experience, I'll bring you back on. We'll talk about this.
All right, awesome, wonderful.
So it'll be part 2.
Right, dude. Shoot, I'm back, y'all. No, but no, yeah, thank you for having me. It was great, wonderful. Hey, man, good seeing you as well, man.
All right, take care, man. Bye.
All right, bye.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe so you'll get notifications when new episodes drop. Thanks to my guest, Victor Frausto. Music by Mark Fabian, produced and engineered by Robert Altschiller, recorded at Command Recording Studios. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Kill the Small Talk Podcast and at Command Creative Studios. We'll see you next time. Bye.